Back for the first time since '09, the Nike Kobe 4 Gold Medal. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Before we get started, if you could do me one quick favor, hit the like button and leave a comment. Leaving likes and comments adds engagement. Adding engagement feeds the algorithm. When you feed the algorithm, YouTube will push your video to potential new viewers, and that will help us on our road to 1 million. And speaking of the road to 1 million, if you have not already, please hit the subscribe button. It's super easy. It's just one simple step, and it goes a long way. You know, it's not easy though. Getting a gold medal, that's hard.
Especially if it's a Kobe.
If the gold medal is a Kobe? Yeah. I swear somebody somewhere online somehow once said that Kobe's would no longer be limited. But we're not here to criticize, we're just here to talk about the shoe. The box is the standard Protro box. It's just simply matte black. Snake scales on top of that, along with the Kobe branding, the Shizuku logo, as well as his signature underneath. And like I had mentioned before, this particular colorway has not seen the light of day since 2009, and that's when it originally released. It was made to commemorate or celebrate the gold medal that Kobe won while playing on Team USA. Inside of the shoe, on the insole, they actually show you the gold medal, which is pretty cool, I think. However, there is a fun fact. Kobe didn't actually wear these. So what he actually wore on Team USA was what a lot of the players were wearing. Not all of them, but a lot of the Nike athletes at least were wearing the original Hyperdunk.
Lots of plastic.
Yes, lots of plastic. Now, with all that out of the way, the outsole is aggressive as and I love it. This right here is just one of those shoes that I keep in my bag all the time. It's a go-to or a backup pair, if you will, if I'm ever feeling like kind of sketchy on anything that I'm wearing. If it's not these, it's the Sabrina 2s, and the Sabrina 2s are kind of a new addition. So that means that these are typically what I would like to wear. One of the reasons is the traction. The traction is just so good, dude. Like, this stuff right here works well pretty much on every court that I've ever taken it on. It's aggressive on top of that. So instead of it being recessed into the rubber like 90s shoes, this was one of the first shoes that I personally had ever used where the rubber was the traction. You know what I mean? Like, they carved the rubber out and the traction really was the rubber itself. It wraps up around the sides, all that stuff. It's fantastic, man. I love this shoe so much. Now, the only thing that some people may not like, some people may not even be aware, is the toe area of the rubber is actually translucent. Kind of got like this interesting milky look. I really dig it. It does not glow in the dark, even though it kind of looks like it would. But that part of the shoe ages very poorly. So if you have not seen a kind of like current picture of the originals, well, there you go. That's what you're gonna be looking forward to. Will that deter some people from buying these? I hope so, because I really need a pair of these, man. I really do. These are not mine. Now, the cushioning is a lightweight foam midsole. Very descriptive, I know. Nike, man, I swear. And in the rear is a very large volume zoom air unit, which is awesome. In the forefoot, used to be Lunarlon, and in the Protros, there's nothing. That's the one thing about these that I dislike, is that it's not a true Protro. We went from the 1 Protro, which was fantastic, to this, which was a massive disappointment. And I'm not gonna say that the 5 and the 6 and all of that stuff have been disappointing. I just don't find them to be quite as good as the originals while still being great shoes. The Kobe 8 is definitely a disappointment, but that's a different discussion. We already had that one. Now, the upper is pretty standard for the Kobe 4 Protros and the Kobe 4 originals. It's a build fully made out of synthetics and everything like that. A lot of people think that these were like a premium shoe. They were never a premium shoe. Some of the newer ones are, which is always interesting. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's different. What's weird is the price doesn't change. That's weird. But anyways, the toe area is made out of synthetics. The main panel, like that underlay panel, is kind of like a foily look. They do use that at the tip of the collar right here and the heel as well. However, the overlay material actually really plays into that Mamba theme. So you got the snake scales on there. They also use that in the back heel as well. And I think that's the part that I really like. It's just that there's a contrast there, you know what I mean? It's not just straight up gold foil look. It's like a different look on both panels. So I dig it. The midfoot is first generation Flywire. This is definitely a whole lot of plastic. It contains the foot really well though. I just don't know how much that Flywire strand actually helps, because it's sandwiched in between plastic, and if you remove those threads, well, the plastic's still there. It'll still be very strong, all that kind of stuff. So I don't think that first gen Flywire was the greatest. However, it was the original concept that would then morph into what we now know as dynamic Flywire and all that kind of good stuff. And those things are pretty awesome when used well. The rear heel also features the number 10 instead of his traditional 24, because that's what he wore in the Olympic Games. And then we have that that awesome heel counter, which most people love, myself included. I think that the heel counters on these things really allowed low tops to be what they should be, which is like a good range of motion type of shoe while still being extra secure and extra supportive. Now, as far as sizing is concerned, they do fit true to size, so whatever you typically wear, that is what I would recommend. And in case you're in our area and you're unaware of where to get them from, they're raffling them off right now over at Phenom. They're located at the Doco Shopping Center in downtown Sacramento. Where else are they releasing? I don't know, man. Why are they so limited? Like, come on, dude. Like a commemorative shoe. No, you can't have it. You want it, but you can't have it. That sounds ridiculous.
Relax and chant with me.
So good luck to everyone trying to go after a pair. I know that I got my notification for sneaker set. I'm preparing for the L already. And with all that being said, do we have time for a question of the day?
Would you rather have your own shoe or have a move named after you?
Well, I have had my own shoe, a couple of them. Like a few of them, actually. I designed two. They were collabs with other brands, with Brand Black. And then I did design my own shoe. It wasn't the greatest shoe, but it was with what I had, like it's what I worked with within the parameters that I was given. So I made the best out of what I could, but I would still like another shoe. That's the thing. Like, I think the move is cool and stuff, but like nobody knows, like when you say Sham God.
That was one of the examples.
That's like the main example. Unless it's something like the UTEP two-step, but even then it got changed to like the Killer Crossover. I don't even know if this got a name to it, but like there's this move that AI used in the Answer 2 commercial where like he turns and he spins and he drops the ball behind his back as he's spinning.
Is that the one where they put it in their shirt?
No, it's kind of like that, but without the shirt antics, because it's a legal move, even though it's, you'd have to be really good to make it not like illegal. But anyways, everybody knows that that's like the AI thing, but it doesn't have like an official name, you know what I mean? So when people see other people do it like in a game, which is crazy because like I don't think he ever even used that one in a game, people are like, oh, that's the AI, but like it's not like it's the move's name. You know what I'm saying? So like having a move named after you is really dope, but that gets lost every new generation where it's just the Sham God. Like,
see, I would pick the move.
Why?
Because it's something that...
You're like, oh, they busted the Joe Dizzle.
That's exactly what I would name it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the thing.
Yes,
like,
yes.
And I think that's cool.
It's something that the youth, or, you know, even as you grow older in the game, like that you can bust out and show and be like, yeah, I just dropped the Joe Dizzle.
But in 20 years... Still. But nobody knows who Joe Dizzle is.
They'll be like, ooh, there's a legend.
But there's not. You know what I'm saying? But there's not. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, at least with product, like, it's immortalized. As long as somebody owns it.
I feel like a move could be immortalized as well.
It is, but like a move could be stolen.
So could a shoe. We have the Kobe's and the Sabrinas. Like, they're just rehashing.
Is it stealing if Nike steals from itself? I don't know. You know what I mean? But yeah, borrowing, heavily influenced, sure.
Yeah.
I think both are cool. I would just rather have like, I want a shoe. I'm into shoes. I don't bust moves like that. I'm like a reactionary player.
Oh, you got moves.
Why you gotta say it like that?
Why'd your face have to do that?
Because I know what you mean. You're not talking about the basketball court. You nasty. Keep as PG as possible.
I did.
Are we PG-13 or are we a little more than that?
We're PG-13.
We are?
That's how I rate us on YouTube.
Okay, I'll take that. But anyways, what about you guys? Would you rather have a move, like a basketball move, named after you? And if you did, what's its name? It's gotta be better than Joe Dizzle.
Joe Dizzle is peak.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's gotta be better than that. Because that is like I don't even know what I'd call my move. Like, what would you call it? Exactly. Nothing. I got nothing. The wing? No. Like the nutmeg, right? Like that. Oh, you got wing nut. No, that sounds gross. You know what I mean? Like, we're not going there.
Like you need like a prescription for that.
When I hear you say, well, you got moves, and I hear wing nut, hey, you got wing nutted. That's not a cool move, man. You know what I mean? It just doesn't sound cool. It sounds like for a different sport altogether. But anyways, what would the name be? It's got to be better than Joe Dizzle, because if it's not, you missed out. Or would you rather have your own signature shoe? It would be their first one? Like, assuming that they didn't have one already.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's the parameters of the question. Sound off below and let us know. I cannot wait to hear you guys' moves. If I don't laugh a lot, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. And with all that being said, sound off below and let us know what you think about these bad boys in the comment section. Are you going after a pair, or are you like, man, it's easier getting a gold medal than getting a pair of Kobe's? Either way, I'd love to know your guys' thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for spending your time with us. We greatly appreciate your guys' support, and we will catch you on the next one. So until then, y'all have a good one.
Hey, babe.
I know. My
Nice
shirt
shirt.
is awesome. I know. That's my move. Staying silent.
But deadly.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's a real life move right there.